The Bucks did the same thing that they did last week.
They rushed on the Neilio?
Yeah. And they lost again.
That's just them throwing a tantrum.
Let's go.
It's Super StarCraft Bros.
Gold Wednesday.
Bling bling!
What?
Did you know that gold is up to a little over $1,900 per ounce?
Oh yeah?
We need to go mine some gold. Do you know also that the state of Nevada produced almost $9 billion in revenue from gold mining?
Is that why we're broke?
Do you know we live in the wrong part of the state? We need to move upstate. We need to go to Battle Mountain and mine us some gold.
Dude, shouldn't our state be doing like a little better?
Hey,
off?
don't question the economic stuff. Well, I mean, mining also gets a lot of tax breaks, but that's enough politics for this Gold Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, gold.
Leave a comment down below.
No. Leave a comment down below. Yes, do you like gold or silver more? Or perhaps you're more of a platinum person?
Or adamantium.
You know, I think everyone likes platinum. It's just no one can afford platinum. But, yeah, so back on track.
Vibranium.
Ohana. I love this map. I think we all know this. Iron Sparks, who's playing on Ohana today?
Well, in our bottom right corner we have our red PvZ Lizzie.
Alright.
And in our top left corner we have our blue Zerg Arius.
Arius.
Who did the extractor trick.
Gotta love the extractor trick. Got a couple more drones out. Let's see, so Arius is droning up right now, so we might see a fast expand out of him.
Yeah, I'm expecting a fast expand out of both players, actually.
Yeah, Lizzie has that pylon down below, and we'll probably see, yep, the Forge does get queued up to go down.
It looks like Arius is deciding to get the spawning pool first, which sometimes you see just in case things happen. But I do expect him to throw down that hatch relatively soon.
Yeah, especially when you're going against a Protoss player, you do have the possibilities of maybe a Forge fast expand, but with some type of cannon cheese or blockage.
Or you could just see a quick push with
Zealots.
units.
Yeah. So definitely the spawning pool first is the safer play on it, and this drone is going to make his way over to the natural and throw down that hatchery. And back at Lizzie's base, we no cheese, just standard play. He did throw the gateway down before Nexus, so he is also going a conservative expand. So kind of very similar play styles from both players at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, and as soon as he gets minerals, he will go ahead and throw down that Nexus down. So we're going to be seeing probably a mid-game type game.
Yeah. Let's see. I think that Overlord did float by the wall for Lizzie. Oh no, he skirted over to the left. So good positioning for Arius' Overlord. That'll allow him to scout out the third, and or if he breaks down those rocks. And yeah, I'd say good solid openings from both players right now. I'm happy with this, especially considering how Monday and Tuesday were lackluster games.
And Arius definitely getting his drones up. You might actually, this is kind of a situation where I would expect a drone transfer, just because there are so many over here.
Yeah, he either needs to transfer those over when that hatch is done, or he needs to throw down both gas geysers, but instead he is going to transfer five drones down to the natural, and good timing on that transfer as well.
And whereas he's electing to get the Cyber Core prior to the Nexus, which I think is really going to hurt him.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I think he really needs to throw down this Nexus now. He did just hit another 400 minerals, and we do have the Nexus. It's almost like Lizzie took the conservative expansion build just too conservatively, and like you said, Iron Sparks, it might hurt him.
Because I know if I try to be too conservative on doing an attack expand and I wait too long to get the Nexus, it's really going to hurt, because instead of having the economic advantage of getting the Nexus out first, you're going to have a disadvantage of not having a lot of units out quicker.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to go something like, you can't go both like a 4-gate type build and a fast expand. You can't do both, because each build kind of gives and takes from different aspects of the Protoss build strategies. So if you try to get that Cyber Core before the Nexus, like Iron Sparks said, you're going to be at an economic disadvantage. But at the gold level, it won't hurt him too much. That's something that would kind of screw your build up at the higher levels. And Arius is taking his third, and it's not even 7 minutes into the game yet.
You know, I think he's going to be fine doing so.
Yeah.
I mean, even without knowing what's going on in here, I mean, he's going to be safe.
Yeah, and he has Overlords positioned around Lizzie's base. And so we're definitely going to see a mid to late game macro style play out of both players, which is always fun to see.
And the third will be spot out pretty quick.
Yep. Lizzie should move that stalker up just to get a little bit of harassment onto. No, go keep shooting. Oh well.
I think he might just be hoping to force units to be created just by his presence being seen around there.
I mean, there was already a couple lings out on the field, so they are going to run over there just in case there's any more Protoss units. And so for right now, Gateways, Warp Tech is just about to finish. Weapons upgrade level 1 for Lizzie is just about to finish as well. And we do have a lair on the way, Roach Warren.
Just finished.
And metabolic speed just started for the Zerglings for Arius. So both players definitely keeping on to their tech. Though Arius definitely could spend a lot more of his minerals. He just spent about 400, so he is back to even with Lizzie.
But you know, looking at this, pretty even right now, however, with 11 drones on the way.
That's definitely going to give Arius the advantage. So weapons upgrade is finished for Lizzie. He's working on the armor right now. Very, very good on getting his upgrades early. That always is a great advantage to the already beefy and powerful Protoss units. And I kind of have a feeling he's going to go Colossus. He's gotten the gas geysers fairly quickly at the expansion. I definitely think he's going to go, I don't know, I guess either Immortal or Colossus. I think he's going to go more of a Gateway Robo type build.
No, really.
Shut up. Just shut up.
He is definitely.
I appreciate your tone.
He's really going to need those Immortals, especially with the Roach Horn out, especially if Arius decides to go heavy Roaches. I mean, there is infestation pit out.
I thought we got over this talking thing on Monday.
Hey, one word wrong.
Okay.
But additional 4 Twilight Council. So you know, for some reason I really want to see a charge slot Archon.
But I haven't seen that build in a while.
I haven't seen it in a long
we're definitely not going to see that with the Robo Bay down. Unless he just uses the Robo Bay to get the observers out.
Yeah, I really like to see the observer chronoed out, because he has no idea what's going on.
Yeah, both players really haven't done much scouting. I mean, Lizzie does know that there is a third up, and there's the Colossus tech being placed really close to the cliff of the main, but oh well.
But it's less likely to be scouting.
Yeah, keep it away from the scouting overlords that might be on the southern reaches of the map. It appears that he's oversaturated at both bases. He could afford.
He's about. This is how I saturate my base.
Yeah, I guess he's like right on the perfect line. I mean, he's not too far over. And great saturation from Arius as well. So both players again are demonstrating they have good macro builds. And a macro house is going down for Arius next to his main. And
Blink is being researched, as well as our attack upgrade 2.
Alright, so Immortals are now coming out, which will help deal with the Roaches.
And attack upgrade 2.
And talking about upgrades, Arius is taking, well, he's taking his 4th. That's not an upgrade. To the economy, I suppose. But he's researching Pathogen Glands, Carapace level 1, and Range Attack level 1. So we're going to see Infestors on the field, but he also threw down the Spire.
Which will be pretty beneficial since the Colossus are coming out on the field and Thermal Lance is being upgraded.
Yeah, and especially having a pack of Mutas to do harassment behind the mineral lines is definitely going to give Arius an advantage, unless he's going to go for more of a end the game with Broodlords type build, which he is taking a 4th base right now, which will give him the economy to do that.
You know, even with Broodlords, that could be pretty beneficial because the Corruptors would be out early, take out the Colossus, then once he's ready to morph him. Even then.
So, but it's going to come down to Arius or however we're saying this guy's name. Scouting. Both players aren't scouting. I find it interesting that Arius is running his overlords away from like any area that would have seen major combat.
Which, you know, just get him out of the way, keep him safe.
Yeah, I mean that's interesting. You don't really see. I mean, especially he's throwing them all the way over to the western side of the map, and holy gateways. I don't know if he's gonna have enough.
Nah. You can just throw that one more. 8 Infestors out on the way.
Yes, they are, and they do have those Pathogen Glands already ready, so they're going to pop up with additional 50 points of energy.
And right now we're sitting on pretty even supply, so whenever this battle happens, it's going to be pretty close.
Yeah, it's going to come down to whoever has the better composition in their army, or whoever can macro their army a little bit more. There we see kind of the negative side to that thin corridor at the ramp for Lizzie. It just kind of forces your units to get funneled out. I think Lizzie should be prepared to expand off the back of this push if he decides to do so.
What's that upgrade do?
I believe that's
observer speed.
Observer speed, something you do not see very often.
Yep.
And is that attack? Is that weapons level 3?
Yes, it is.
Wow.
And we're also looking at attack upgrade range for.
We're looking at 2/2 for the Zerg units, for the Roaches. Well, that's what Iron Sparks was trying to say. But additional Overlords are coming on the way, and another round of 21 drones. What does that put his drone count up to? 91 drones. You can stop.
No, you can't.
You can stop making drones.
Never give up.
He has almost double the income of Lizzie.
But you know what's going to be unfortunate? Losing 21 drones.
Yes, it is, and he is going to lose a bunch of them at this 4th, as all of them are Never mind. There is a little attack going on at the 3rd of Lizzie. These Lings are being really annoying.
No, it looks like he might. No, they'll be fine.
No, he does do some damage. He does pull that entire army back, which, interesting enough, that small attack of Lings
saved this base.
It saved this base. So
and, Greater Spire about halfway done. I would like to see the Corruptors come out now.
The only problem is Iron Sparks. He's sitting already at 193 supply. He's going to need to free up some supply if he wants to get those Corruptors and Broodlords out. And +3 armor is now on the way for Lizzie. Excellent timing on these upgrades. It's the 16-minute mark, and we almost have fully upgraded Protoss units.
You know, I think once one of these bases finish mining out, he needs to sacrifice the drones.
Yeah, he should. You know, I'd say maybe throw 10 to 15 drones away, free up some supply to get those Corruptors out.
He could even sacrifice them right now.
Yeah, I mean, he might even want to, if he has any Lings on the field, just throw those away as well, because he needs to free up supply to get these higher units.
No Lings.
He's sitting on almost 4,000 minerals. He's sitting at 1,500 gas. He's just tech-wise, he's amazing. It's just he's invested too much of his supply into workers. You
know, the one thing I don't like is he does not have burrow.
No, and burrow is vital to the Roaches because it allows you to heal, and the infestors as well, because you can catapult those infested Terran from underground.
And he's going to attack, which is fine, because he has 41 larvae. He can rebuild quickly.
Yeah, and he's going to do a ton of damage. There aren't too many Immortals on the field.
I mean, he's going to lose this battle.
Yeah, definitely, unless we get some clutch Fungals down. But instead he chooses to throw down the infested Terran. I don't see any Fungals. I think the infestors are too confused. Oh, that one infestor went down with full energy. This is just a Zerg massacre. Oh, and it cuts his supply almost in half. But as you said, right now he is building Corruptors.
Yeah, I don't know if he intentionally lost that battle.
He might have thrown away his main army to free up to the more powerful Zerg aerial force.
I mean, now he's going to have the opportunity to get those Broodlords out, and he can really get any units he wants right now.
Yeah, my problem is he's going to need some Roaches or something on the ground to help defend until he gets those Broodlords.
And that's 19 sound.
Yeah, 19 Roaches sounds great. 8 Corruptors are about to finish, and he is working on aerial attack upgrade 1 for his Corruptors.
And he is continuing to do the melee. He's starting to do melee attack, which will help against with the Broodlings.
Yes, and here come 8 Broodlords. He should keep a couple Corruptors out on the field just to take care of those Colossus. And Lizzie probably feels really confident. He probably feels like he did eliminate most of Arius' army.
And he's double pumping these Colossus.
He is, but the problem is he's going to feel a little too confident, and I don't think he's going to suspect the Broodlords. He hasn't scouted. He should have a couple Overlords not Overlords, but observers over by Arius' base to check out.
Where are his observers? They're probably dead. I mean, there are overseers.
Well, let's see. We do have one,
which is right here.
All right, he has it out. Well, that's just a wasted observer. Okay, a couple Lings running down here to get sacrificed, but they do pick up.
That's gotta suck.
That had to hurt. I mean, I don't think that Zergling felt any pain though. And but he does know that the huge death ball is up here. He's throwing away more Lings
Well, I think he's just trying to do some damage down here. But
Yeah.
since there are so many cannons.
I mean, he just gets scouting. He does
But
know
you know what? It pulls his back.
I know, this is amazing. Lizzie is just... it was 10 lings. You really don't need to pull back for that. And here come Infestor, Roach, and Broodlords. This is going to be an interesting combination.
He really needs to lose supply in Harvesters.
Is that level 1 or level 2 shield upgrade?
That's start of level 2.
Wow. Even though he does have the Broodlords out on the field...
You know, I really would expect his blink forward. I mean, he is getting fungals off some of them, but once everything else goes down, these Broodlords are going to die.
Yep, there are too many Stalkers on the ground. This army is too big. It's too well upgraded. Arius is... I don't think he can win this game.
No, I mean, he did a great job checking out, getting the units, but he spent too much supply on Harvesters.
You know, the thing, yeah, it was too much Harvesters, and when he threw away that first army of his, he threw away too many units. He didn't use the Infestors well enough in that engagement. He could have gotten a lot of fungals down, gotten a lot of damage onto Lizzie's army. And now Lizzie just has to do the march through the satellite bases and destroy the economy for Arius. Which, I mean, Iron Sparks. I think is that 6 or 8,000? Is that 8,000 minerals? 8,000 minerals.
6,000.
Okay, thank you. 6. I'm sitting I sit farther back, so I'm not close to the mic, so I don't have to yell at you guys. But Corruptor's now on the field, which is going to be a better bet against.
But they're going to be morphing in. So.
Yeah, I got a feeling that he's going to. Well, the only thing, he's not sitting on enough gas right now.
That is true.
He should probably sacrifice a lot of these drones and throw down some more spores. The shield upgrade is just finished, and on the dot, it was probably queued up, but shield level 3.
You can't queue that up.
Shield level 3. Oh, you can't. No, but on the dot, shield level 3 is on the way. Range attack level 3 for the Roaches is on the way for Arius, but this is a scary Protoss army.
Yeah, I just don't think he quite has what it takes to kill it.
No, I mean, he finally has a decent Corruptor, but if these Roaches move out without the Corruptors, they are going to get decimated.
Even with the Corruptors, I think it's still going to be decimated.
Yeah, I think...
I mean, this is too many Colossus.
There's too many Colossus, there's too many Stalkers, and there's too many upgrades. Just too much! Iron Sparks is just too much of everything!
I mean, he is focusing down these Colossus. I think he might even be contaminating some of them. I'm not quite sure.
Excellent. It's always to use that skill, but
But they're dead. The army is dead.
Oh, the moment the Roaches were gone, all the Stalkers focused their lasers on the Corruptors, and these guys are just going to get thrown away. I don't even know if they're going to be able to take down more than one Colossus. Oh, he moves that Colossus away, blinks forward. Excellent micro to save that Colossus with only 14 HP left.
I really think this is GG.
Yeah, this really is GG. I mean, just not much he can do. The Colossus are just ripping through any units that are getting thrown this way. I mean, the range weapon upgrade is about to finish for Arius, but with +2 shield, +3 armor on the Protoss units, they're just not going to do enough damage.
No.
These Roaches did take down a Colossus, but we got the GG bro thrown out by Lizzie.
There's nothing Arius can do to win this.
Yeah, I mean, and I just realized that's a manner. Protoss Rockle Stomping, this is absurd. I know. Hey, I mean... Ouch, Lizzie throwing out that he plays Zerg as well. Arius does leave, and that's kind of the thing I've noticed when I sparred against Iron Sparks before. If you let a Protoss player macro up, upgrade up, and get this devastating death ball, there's nothing you really can do besides intense micro, doing drops behind the base, getting fungals, getting spells off. You have to be a very, very high APM player to take out a death ball from Protoss.
Well, I really think if he had more supply invested into army instead of the Harvesters, he could have won one of those battles.
Yeah, I think Arius, you have a great build. I mean, you were at 4 or 5 bases for a lot of the game. You had your tech upgrades. You had all your tech paths ready to go. The problem was that you had 90 Harvesters. I mean, 70 Harvesters okay, but when you have another 20 supply taken up, he could have had Broodlords with that first army if he had the supply available. But leave a comment down below. I enjoyed that Gold Wednesday.
Yeah.
Usually the long games kind of put us to sleep. That was a good game. Congratulations to Lizzie on the win. Arius, you did a good job as well. You just got killed by that Protoss death ball. You can't let that happen. And leave a comment down below. Subscribe.
Hit the like button.
share. And good luck, have fun on your StarCraft adventures and the rest of the week. GG.